The world went nuts this week after our interview with Beyonce last Sunday led to fevered speculation about her baby bump and whether she was faking her pregnancy. At Sunday night, it consumed us day and night. So we went back and analysed the tapes, every shot, every angle.
The ridiculous rumor was she went on a show in Australia or something and she had this very broadcloth type dress. And she wasn't huge pregnant. She was very proud of her little stomach. And she bent over and the fabric of the dress bent.
So it looked like...
Of course it fell to the front and bent. And they said, they started this vicious, horrible rumor that she wasn't pregnant, that those were prosthetics,
and she wasn't carrying the baby.
Yeah, that she wasn't carrying the baby. Something so sacred, especially in this family, the way we value babies, that you would fake a pregnancy and keep getting... Like, that makes me a liar. It makes my family a liar. It makes everybody around her complicit to a lie.
So hold up. What is this wild buzz about Beyonce being pregnant again? According to the latest chatter, she reportedly turned to IVF after several unsuccessful attempts to have another child, and those recent Paris photos have fans in full detective mode. But here's where the story takes a messy turn. Some are claiming she and Jay-Z may be using the pregnancy rumors as a strategic image reset after months of brutal headlines. And honestly, people were already expecting some kind of PR move. The entire Carter Knowles circle has been surrounded by nonstop drama, from Tina Knowles catching criticism, to Jules Smith stirring controversy, to Matthew Knowles doing what he does best, staying in the headlines. And then there's Jay-Z. Using a pregnancy to repair your image, that's a whole different level. Just days ago, Jay told GQ he's never played dirty in his career, which is a bold statement to say the least. Critics say he already tried to soften public opinion by putting Blue Ivy Carter in the spotlight, and with that failing to shift the narrative, some believe these pregnancy rumors are the next move. The speculation exploded after Beyoncé appeared in Paris at the launch of her clothing line. Fans had already been talking about her recent weight gain, but pregnancy wasn't on most people's radar, especially with Beyoncé now in her mid-40s. Then came the Paris sightings. Observers claimed she looked noticeably fuller, appeared to have a baby bump, and seemed unusually careful about concealing her midsection. Social media immediately lit up with comments declaring that mother is pregnant. And just when the rumors couldn't get more intense, another theory surfaced that she allegedly conceived through IVF. To be clear, there is nothing unusual about IVF, especially for women in their 40s, and Beyoncé has openly discussed past fertility struggles. In fact, she experienced multiple miscarriages before welcoming Blue Ivy, which is why fertility speculation has followed her for years. Those conversations even revived old surrogate rumors involving the late Kathy White, along with renewed references to that infamous television moment when Beyonce's baby bump appeared to fold on camera.
Beyonce recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled. Hold on. As ridiculous as it sounds, you know I did my research and we've got the video to prove. Hold on. So people started questioning, was this baby bump real or fake? Now, being a woman who, I had my baby bump, many of you have had baby bumps, I never remember my baby bump squat. Just take a look at the video. Okay, so here's Beyonce and she's walking out and everything is fine. She's 5 months pregnant. Then she sits down and, okay, no, we're gonna rerun it until you see it. Let's do it in slow motion. You'll notice she's either giving birth to a Frisbee or Stewie from Family Guy. Look at the shape. Look, do you see? There it is, there it is. What that is, B? Okay, now let's bring it back and freeze it. Yeah, oh yeah, we're analyzing. There it is. What is that? Is that a baby bump? I don't know. I was on bed rest the whole time. I'm not exactly sure. But I can tell you, when I would get out of the bed and sit up at a kitchen table, I wouldn't be able to sit like that. Like, I was so concerned about my back and the baby. Even at 5 months, I sat like this. Beyonce's pregnancy is a way of keeping Jay-Z's alleged mistress away. Beyonce is going to use a surrogate so she can maintain her body, but they're going to play it off like it's allegedly, you know, like they gave birth. Remember, I was the first one to say this, and you remember, because wait, I haven't said it yet. Watch. It's going to be an at-home water birth in the master bathroom. There are going to be 3 people there. Beyonce, Jay-Z, and her mother, Miss Tina. Watch.
And then there are the twins, and this is where the story gets even more complicated. When Beyonce was expecting Rumi Carter and Sir Carter, she and Jay-Z were already fighting off cheating rumors, and plenty of people felt the birth helped shift the conversation in their favor. What many fans don't realize is that the twins' arrival was anything but smooth. They were born prematurely and remained in the hospital for weeks, with Sir drawing particular concern. At first, Beyonce's camp tried to make it sound routine, but she later revealed to Vogue just how serious things really were. She suffered from preeclampsia, spent over a month on bed rest, was heavily swollen, and ultimately underwent an emergency C-section after both her life and one of the baby's lives were put at risk due to repeated heartbeat issues in the womb. Beyonce admitted she was simply in survival mode, while Jay-Z, in her words, stood by her throughout the ordeal. With that history, rumors that she may have turned to IVF don't seem far-fetched, and there is absolutely no shame in that. But fans are understandably nervous given what her body endured before. Even Kim Kardashian, who is younger, chose surrogacy because of pregnancy complications. The bigger issue, according to critics, is the timing. Some believe these pregnancy rumors are surfacing just as Beyonce and Jay-Z are facing a wave of damaging allegations. Over the past year, Jay-Z has been linked to controversy after controversy, from associations with Sean Diddy Combs to lawsuits and accusations involving fellow artist Harvey Weinstein, and even mentions in discussions tied to Jeffrey Epstein. The pressure became so intense that Jay-Z started addressing the situation publicly, something he rarely does. In a recent GQ interview, he brought up Blue Ivy Carter, claiming she once wore a jersey with his name to school as a gesture of support. The catch? There is no public evidence that moment ever happened, so audiences were left with one option: take his word for it.
Controllable anger. Like, if you don't put that on someone, like that's the thing that you better be super sure. What this is the weight that this is gonna bring on our family. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, yeah. Move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible.
At this point, even a child could see why some people are calling this a textbook PR move. If the pregnancy rumors about Beyonce turn out to be true, many believe it won't be long before she makes the announcement herself, and conveniently shifts a little sympathy back toward her and Jay-Z. For now, all we can do is wait. Some fans are already predicting she could unveil the baby bump at the Met Gala, which would be a major moment considering she hasn't attended in a decade. And of course, social media wasted no time weighing in. One commenter joked that Beyonce was being sent out to distract fans while she and her husband continue getting dragged month after month. Another argued that with a teenage daughter and twins to care for, another pregnancy seems like the last thing she should be focused on. Still, the real question remains: if these rumors are true, would Beyonce genuinely risk another high-stakes pregnancy in her mid-40s? Or is this all part of a carefully timed image reset? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over. And if you think this is messy, wait until you see what comes next.